morning. All right, what I'm doing today is I need to pick up parts for the Packer. I'm going out right now to check the field that we planted corn in, because I have to spray that field yet, and we got rain. Like, I planted it and it rained right after I planted it, which was perfect, but I was unable to get in there and spray it before the corn comes up. So now I'm gonna go see if I can drive across the field and not see how muddy it is. Basically, I understand I'm going to leave tire tracks in the field, but I don't want to cut into the field, and I don't want to be slinging mud everywhere, and that was a bad bump, and you know what I'm saying. So I'm going out to the field now to see if I can get in to spray, because they're talking possible thunderstorms by like 1 o'clock today. So if I can get in and spray this morning, that would allow the spray to sit long enough before the rain. But it's kind of a crapshoot at this point. It's damp, but I can get in there and spray. So now I am going to go back to the farm, mix up a load of spray. Well, let's see how this goes. It's a little breezy, but I've sprayed in worse. So what I'm doing is I'm spraying fertilizer and weed killer at the same time. So in theory, this is like a pre-emergent spray plus fertilizer. So the green you're seeing right here is grass clumps that we worked up that didn't get broken down real well. But it did a nice job. You just have those green grass clumps. With this rain, those green grass clumps are going to take off and start growing. So I mixed in some weed killer in with this spray to get rid of the green grass clumps. And then also we have fertilizer on that we're spraying on the ground, so the rain that we're supposed to get this afternoon will push that fertilizer down in the ground, but yet the spray should be on the weeds long enough before the rain hits that it takes effect, in theory. Well, I got all the corn ground sprayed, and I still had 300 gallons of liquid fertilizer left over. So I called the agronomist and I said, hey, if I put that 300 gallons of fertilizer in the sprayer and filled the rest of the way with water, could I go spray our bean ground that we're going to work up? He goes, absolutely. He goes, that would help it a lot. I said, okay. So now that's what I'm doing. This is literally just fertilizer and water in here. No chemical, no herbicides or anything. So we'll see if we get a bump in yield here. Well, so much for rain at 1 o'clock. I'm glad I didn't wait to spray. It is 2:15 now. Still no rain. I did manage to get all of the fertilizer sprayed out, and I washed the sprayer off because of the fact that fertilizer is very corrosive to metal, and the wind was picking up there at the end, so the spray was blowing all over the sprayer. So I just felt better safe than sorry and washed the sprayer. So now my day's kind of getting away from me. I'm gonna run and pick up the parts that I needed that came in for the Packer, so I have them at the farm, and at some point I need to take that fertilizer tank back to the agronomist. So we'll see. If it's going to be raining, I'm not going to be working outside with the sprayer, or on the packer, but I could drive that tank back if it's going to be raining. Alright guys, I'm back from fertilizer dealer. I kind of messed around in the barn a little bit, and it's looking like rain, but there's nothing on radar. I did get a phone call from the trucking company that's going to truck the logs out, and they said providing we don't get downpour of rain tonight, they're going to send trucks up tomorrow to load trucks. So I'm going to continue this video on till tomorrow, and hopefully they'll load some logs out of here, and I'll show you them loading logs. All right, I'll see you in the morning. Morning. I was in a meeting, and then I come down to the barn and I heard some commotion out back. They're loading logs. That's actually pretty cool. He blew a hydraulic hose. Glad we're not the only people that do that. That's a heck of a load. Wonder what he weighs. I have some more burn down to spray, but I had to transfer some chemical around here in the barn. There was just very little left in this tote and not enough to do what I need to do, so I'm transferring over to the new tote. You know, the little bit that was left in here, I'm dumping into the new tote. That way we utilize everything. Once this tote gets done dripping out, then I can bring the sprayer in and fill the sprayer. I think I have 20, 30, I have like 35 acres to spray. I'm guessing, right around there. We have one section of a field out in Holly that I didn't chisel plow. We left it for the animals. And now the weeds are kind of growing out of control, and it's been kind of wet to get in there to spray it, but now it's dry enough that I can go in there and spray burn down. So I'm going to do that today. That new property I showed you a few videos ago, I'm going to go spray that and get it done. Then I can focus on putting that new bearing in the packer, which I have that showed up yesterday. All right, I got all the spraying done. Back to the farm. Now what's on my plate is the bearing on that packer. I got to get that up and going because we're going to be needing it soon. But I want to show you this. Remember a few videos ago when they fixed the flat tire on the big tractor? Well, look. It's flat again. So I called them. They're going to be out tomorrow to fix that. So in the meantime, I need to back this up to the packer and get the packer hooked up, because I have to unfold the packer in order to get to that bearing. That's going to be my next project. Alright guys, well, I got the new bearing on. I was adjusting some scrapers on the packer and ended up breaking some U-bolts, so I gotta get some new U-bolts for it. Buddy of mine showed up with his new truck, so we were standing around looking at that. You know how it goes. But at any rate, I'm gonna end the video here. Tomorrow we've got a lot going on tomorrow, and kind of go from there. I've actually been toying with the idea of, once we start getting hot and heavy into planting season, I've been seriously thinking about going back and doing the daily vlog. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out. Right now I've been filming like every other day, and my videos are like a week out. So you'll be seeing this video like a week after it actually happened, type of thing. So we'll see how it works out and what happens. So, all right, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you in the next one.